A while back, I did a video called The Incel Problem with my friend Clint. And I think we touched on this in that video. We were talking about women can be just the exact same as incels. I think, me personally, I think because women don't have neck beards and fedora hats, then when they say really cringy incel shit, we can't determine it because they have this veil of beauty. And that beauty filters bullshit. And then we are like, oh, well, it's coming from a person who looks good. So therefore, it must be correct. Femcels, as I call them, are hard to catch in the wild. It's rare. But Reddit has given us a bountiful harvest. Okay? They've done so for us. They have collected and compiled all these femcels in a place that's called r/nicegirls. I was looking through the newest posts, and I found it wanting. A lot of it looked like troll stuff. But I went to the filter and put on the greatest of all time, the most upvoted or whatever, and now we're going to look at those. This is cringe right here. So, this woman, I'm assuming, because it's in Nice Girls, said, I've been dating this guy, but he has a cat. Red flag if he has a cat. He's a serial killer. I'm just joking. But he has a cat that he's had for a few years, and personally I think he's too attached to it and affectionate to it. Would you rather him beat it? Be terrible to the cat? Hit the cat? Starve the cat? Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm already... blood's boiling. Sometimes he'll get home and he sees his cat and goes, there's my girl, and then pet her when I'm like right there in the same room. If you're jealous over a cat, you're probably the problem, right? If you go somewhere and you're in that room and then attention being given to a cat gives you jealousy, you're probably the problem. I don't know. It's just a thought that I had. This just seems like way too much attention for a grown man to be lavishing on the cat on a cat of all things. Do you think I could suggest he get rid of it? Take a screenshot. Take a second, breathe, then think. You're jealous of a cat. And she thinks he's the one with the problem. See, there are some people with good sense. I know I'm not the only one with good sense. I know that. I know that about me. I know that I'm not the only one. I'm not Tigger. Right? I thought it was wonderful at one point being the only one with common sense. But it's nice to know others do. It makes me happy. There is abandonment issues with this person. For sure. Yeah, I hit a vape. They have abandonment issues. For sure. No shot. Someone that she loved did not leave her. Right? That's something. Right? And we've all had that. But we don't get jealous of cats. Here's a fun one so you don't chug bleach. I still can't believe Carly had the audacity to get mad at Sam and Freddie kissed like she didn't curve him for 3 straight years. Carly was the original nice girl. Freddie was an incel, but Carly was a nice girl. See, toxic people get together and they mesh, and it gets taut, and then and they just fucking gel, dude. I tend to find when there is a toxic person and they're dating a person, and the person that they're dating won't fucking leave them, they're the problem too. Right? Like if you know the person you're with is just shite and you stay with them anyways, there's probably something wrong with you. You're probably a toxic person as well. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Most of us have been through this. Most of us have. Like, we'll put our best foot forward because we really like a girl. We're like super jazzed that she exists, so we want to be around her a lot. You know, we would like to be in a relationship, maybe. Who knows? And then we try, and then they're like, I'm not interested in you, all this shit. And then or we're like, you know what? Yeah, that's I agree with you. That's probably for the best. Sorry that I pried. And then we leave them alone. And then you get this random text like, I don't know why we stopped talking. Well, one, we didn't first. First, we didn't talk that much anyways. Secondly, you told me to leave you alone. You said you weren't interested. And I this is why men pull their hair out. This is why men go bald. Women don't say what they mean. They really don't. They don't. Not all. But they'll say something, and then they'll come back at you with, you didn't understand me. I meant this. Well, every word that you said was the opposite of what you're saying now. So how am I supposed to read between those lines when you make it fucking impossible? Right? And if you're with someone like that, or you're thinking about being with someone like that, don't. Just don't. When they live in vagary, they live in miscommunication. When they live like that, dude, when they live like that, fucking leave them. Hey, if they're not clear with their speech, if they're not clear and concise and mean what they say, leave them, right? Leave them. Now look, we all have that one that we would be okay with that. We all have that one. Thankfully, I'm in a relationship with that woman. Not this woman. No, not her. But we all have that one that we would allow. We would. And some people say, Justin, you would disrespect yourself like that to allow this type of disrespect? Yes. For my woman, absolutely. All right? She treats me well. And if she were to do this, so be it then. The gods have given me something. Let the chips fall where they may. You know what I mean? But that's wrong in context. Let me be completely clear. This is wrong. This is bad behavior. But we would let one person do it. Everybody has that one person. Yeah. Remember way back, a long time ago, when I said, avoid people who don't communicate properly? Well, I'm glad you remembered that. It means that you care about what I say. A guy asked me out today, and I told him no, but I wanted him to try harder. Why didn't he try again? 'Cause you said no. Hey. No means no and shit. Right? No means no. Right? Yeah? A girl asked me if I wanted to go for lunch, and I said pizza. But I really wanted steak. Why did she bring me pizza? Fucking glorious. I'm gonna pre. That's the appropriate response to that. There is no... everything I said before I read that, fuck it. I don't give a shit. That's the perfect response. I'm gonna pre. Do you see how stupid that question sounds? That's how your question sounds. It's like people don't think before they fucking spoke. You know what I mean? Say what you mean. Right? And let me tell you this. Let me give you some hard, real shit. I'm going to give you guys a life lesson. When you don't say what you fucking mean, you're robbing yourself of an adventure. Right? I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not selecting the word prompts that I don't want to use to progress in the story. I'm using the phrases that I want to use to get to a certain point in the story. I'm trying to get Karlach in bed. But the thing is, it would be dumb for me to pick all the opposite prompts and then expect, a good outcome, or the outcome that I wanted. Right? You're robbing yourself of an adventure when you don't say what you mean. Say what you mean, right? Even if you're afraid to, even if you're scared, okay? Even if it's scary, right? It's too scary. Even if it is, you're robbing yourself of an adventure, your real life. When you lie, when you don't say what you mean, your life is a lie. And it means nothing because you're not doing what you mean. Men and women. Applies to both. Say what you mean with your whole chest. With your whole chest. Or, hey, remember a long time ago when I said, mean what you say, be concise with your speech? I think I may have said it 2 times. I'm not too sure. It's been a long time. This infuriates me. Go to bed. I am in bed. Then go to sleep and we will talk in the morning. I gotta brush my teeth first. Night. Good night. Why are you being this way? Do you even effing care about me anymore? I'm literally laying in bed, effing crying over you. Do you understand that this shit, I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube or not, so I'm being careful. Do you even give a damn? You told me to go to bed, right? And you said good night, right? I'm so confused right now. Me too, right? And her response, you're not supposed to actually go. Okay then, so you fucking lied to me, for one. It's obvious that I'm mad and I'm upset. So you're not supposed to go. Hey. Stop lying. Okay? I understand. I get it. We want people who love and care about us to see through the mask that we put up sometimes. Sometimes we really want help. Right? But we're afraid to ask for it because we don't want to be that vulnerable. And it's a very difficult thing to open yourself up. Right? So we would like the people in our lives to detect that because, one, it shows a sign that they care about us. Right? And also that they're in tune with our emotions. So much so that they can tell when we're not meaning what we're saying. And that we just want them to reach out and then be that caretaker. But with all of that said, go fuck yourself. You need to be communicative. Communicative? Communicate. Communicate, right? It's, especially when it's over text, we can't get body language. We can't get the micro expressions you put on your face. We can't read you. We can just read the words. If you're wanting to send a message of like, I'm okay, but I'm really not, send a fucking emoji. That little looking away like, oh, I'm not really believing what I'm saying. Yeah. I ain't gonna say I beat my boyfriend, but he do flinch when I reach for him. Hey guys, if a woman's hurting you and hitting you and causing you to flinch anytime they reach out to you, next time she swings at you, grab her wrist, turn her arm that way, and snap that bitch. Now, Justin, are you advocating violence against women? Yeah, when they're being violent. No woman should be touching you, ever. If you don't want to go Bruce Lee with it, shove her into Iowa. I don't care what state you're in. And if you're in Iowa, push her to California. Get her off of you. Don't let any woman touch you, ever. There's this idea because that we're men that we can take it. And yes, we can. You hit like girls. But at the same time, just the attempt to try to harm someone physically because you're either angry at them or whatever the case may be, the audacity of it is the problem. So, don't ever let this happen. Don't ever get to this point. I'm sorry that I got frustrated, but never let a woman touch you just because she's a woman. Don't. Ever. Don't ever let a woman hit you. Ever. I know someone's going to clip that in the future to try to cancel me. So, I save all my clips. No. Violence, you shouldn't respond that way, okay? I was pissed off a little bit, okay? Kind of was telling the truth at the same time, okay? But you have a right to defend yourself, okay? You don't have to go Jean-Claude Van Damme, okay? But you can defend yourself. People are not supposed to touch you that way. Defend thyself at all times. One day you'll figure out you won't be able to replace me. You'll never be able to get someone who is so nice, yet so pretty, good at sports and smart. You'll miss me and regret this one day. Imagine a dude with a neck beard and a fedora with Cheeto dust all over his balls. Imagine. Okay? You cringed. Right? When women say this, cringe the same. Okay? Like I said in the beginning of the video, don't let the veil of prettiness and the fact that they have Pandora's box, don't let that make you not read this the same way you would with neck beard fedora Cheeto balls. Right? Don't let it shift. Same words, different person. It's the same shit. Don't ignore this. We'll end with this. When your boyfriend is acting single and you can't press him because you're not his girlfriend, right? If a guy posted this, there would be a news article, there would be a Netflix documentary. They would be like, wow, that's really controlling and possessive and quite violent of you to use that meme, because that means like you want to hit but you're not going to. When a girl says this, like, oh my God, she's so wacky. She's so wacky because she likes him, but she doesn't have the courage to say. She's like Taylor Swift in that video, in that music video where she's living next door to a guy and they're writing notes and stuff. You know, remember that Taylor Swift video? She's just a quirky gal and she's beautiful, but when she takes off of her glasses, you can really see the beauty. Because everyone's ugly with glasses, and when they take off the glasses, they're super beautiful and cute. She's just really quirky. Neckbeard, fedora, Cheeto balls. Anytime you see a woman say something, look through that lens, and you will be able to ascertain and use your discernment to avoid her. All right, you guys have a good one. I love you. Be safe. Be careful. Buckle up.